What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all have a wonderful day. I am Brad, and I'm joined always with my homie Jack. We are the Nerds in My podcast. And if y'all can't tell from my voice, I'm kind of drunk. Not gonna lie. I literally just got done. I literally just got done doing a stream, and I was playing Outlast 2, which is the game I'm playing through right now. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think that might be what is the scariest game you ever played in your life?
Um, the scariest game that I've ever played in my life. Huh. I mean, Dead Space is it's not really scary, but like at first, like if you're not aware of what's going on or you're not aware of like how to defeat like the enemies. I mean, I don't think I've ever really played like a full on scary game because again, I don't think I've played that many horror games per se. But like the ones that I do, like they're okay. I mean, I've played The Quarry too, like that one I asked you about if you had played that.
Yeah,
Um
man. I remember you asking me about Court. Like for me, dude, straight up, man, it's so far I'd say Outlast 1 is my scariest, but I'm playing through Outlast 2 right now. Outlast 2 so far is pretty crazy cuz just like all of a sudden you'll be in like a farm, and all of a sudden you'll literally be in like a school, and like that really trips you out, and then it's like all of a sudden out of nowhere you're like boom right to the scary shit, like some random dude with the fucking long ass tongue longer than that fucking guy from Kiss, literally just chasing your bitch ass, and then out of nowhere literally like you just fucking are grabbed and you like die. Like so far Outlast, the whole those two games, I know there's gonna be Outlast 3 coming out, but so far that game is,
the
oh my
scariest.
god, I have a fucking appendicitis every time I load that game, bro.
I mean, is it because you can't fight back? Is that the main reason?
You know what? I never even thought about that, but that's a very good ass reason. I mean, for me, dude, it just is like maybe it's just I'm like a little bitch with jump scares, but like when they get you at the right time, the music comes on, you have like I had like 12 people watching me. So it's like when 12 people watching you and then all of a sudden you try not to like get scared and like for your audience. But obviously you know your audience likes it when you are scared. So it's like literally out of nowhere it's just like they grab you and you're just like like that really fucking that gets me, it gets you right here, dude. Like it freaks me the fuck out. So for me, jump scares get me a lot, but I can understand why literally like some people would be like, oh yeah, the fucking like the storyline is scarier for me than it would be for someone else. But for me, jump scares get me every single time.
Do you think jump scares are good scares, or do you think that they're kind of cheap? Because in my opinion, jump scares are a little cheap. Like if a movie's
Well,
constantly like having to like just pop something up in front of the screen to scare me, like I think that's like just it's or even a video game. Like I think that's just a very like cheap way of doing it. Like anybody can get fucking scared from a jump scare. Like a fucking U.S.
yeah.
Marine could get scared from a jump scare. You know, like
Well, I mean, if that's the case, if you saying that even like the toughest person of the toughest can get scared from a jump scare, then it's like, are they really that cheap then?
but it's just about shock though. It's just about putting something in front of somebody's face quickly, and it's not even a matter of like your brain doesn't really have time to register it, but it's the idea
And
that something is in front of it, and then your brain goes, "Holy
right,
shit," you
and
know?
then the music like leads up to it.
Oh yeah,
It's
and
like
then
how
it's a
kind of like how
loud
in Jaws,
noise.
where it's like how in Jaws it's like dun 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 dun
Oh
dun
yeah,
dun dun boom.
builds
You know what I mean?
tension. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, bro, like I mean, for it's kind of like this, right? Like, if you went to see a comedy and it wasn't that funny, you'd be pissed off walking out that movie theater, right? If you saw an action movie and there wasn't that much action, you'd walk out of the movie theater being pissed.
Well,
But for
yeah.
me, dude, if I watch a horror movie and I wasn't scared at all, I would be mad. I'd walk out of the movie theater being like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why did I pay 13, $15 for this movie ticket if it's not scary at all?" So it's like I guess for me, dude, since jump scares do get me, like if I got scared, I can get scared from a jump scare pretty easily. Like if Michael Myers comes out of nowhere with a fucking knife, it just like jumps out of
Yeah, I mean
nowhere.
anybody
That
could,
that
you
would get
know,
me for sure.
like
You know what I mean?
again, anybody could if it's like you're just walking down, you're like looking down a hallway, and then all of a sudden something comes in front
Exactly.
of the camera. I mean, again, and that's why in my opinion, I don't think that's like a good way to do it. There, again, you can have jump scares and it can be effective, like, but it's like when a movie's doing it all the fucking time, that's not scary to me. Like, it's just cheap.
Okay, maybe not all the time, but like every once in a while, that jump scare can really
like
fucking get me.
like I think what was it with Sinister? That was like a movie I watched, and I was like, bro, this literally is just whenever it gets a chance, they just love to put something like jump scare. I think it literally ends with a jump scare. Like it is just the definition of jump scare, and it's just like at that point it's just so cheap. Like you can tell. Like I also can tell most of the time now in movies because of jump scares and the way that they build up. Like I can tell when it's gonna happen. So for me,
Right.
it doesn't sell the effect. I like stories and horror movies and like video games that can like it creates an atmosphere that's like creepy, or there's like maybe like
Right.
something like someone standing at the end of a hallway and then disappearing or some shit. Like that's creepier to me than a fucking like jump scare, or that's scarier because it's like where the fuck did that person go? Like what is that person? Is that even a person? My brain likes to run with that shit,
Right.
and like rather than it's just like boom, scary face, loud noise, you're scared now.
You know what? I get okay. First of all, I'm definitely not disagreeing with you. I
Mm,
agree. Like when I was playing Outlast 2, and like all of a sudden that random little like fucking 12-year-old chick just gone out of nowhere. Like that was terrifying for
mm.
sure. But like I think 'cause it's like all of a sudden she's gone, and then like I think that's what can make a jump scare scarier is like literally if you go to try to follow that girl because that that girl or just any person like a little bit like literally now all the comments are gonna be like, yo, Brad was sexist because he only said girl. But it's like literally you go and follow that person, and then all of a sudden the jump scare comes out of nowhere when you follow them. That can make the jump scare even more scarier, to be honest. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Again, I think it's like it's an effectiveness. Like
Yeah, like it leads up to it. Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
again. I'm not saying it's bad by any means. It's when a movie relies on it so much that it like literally that's the only way that it can scare you. I think
Yeah.
is it's not done its job properly. And again, I don't know that like maybe that's just my opinion because I'm more of like I like the idea of either like horror movies being funny and like satirical, or they're like just like creepy and weird, and like sometimes they just really show dark shit, and that's just what a horror movie is.
Oh, I agree.
But like I'm not a fan of like movies that are just like, oh yeah, here scare you the cheapest way that we know how, and it's like the story is shit, and it's like we're and it's also it's the same with any other kind of like those torture porn movies and stuff. It's like
Oh yeah.
at the end of the day, you like the movies that get really repetitive like that, you just like you know where it's going, and that's why it's like it can get really boring, and you're just like, okay, great, yeah, that person's gonna get cut in half or whatever, and then now there's a jump scare, great, like I've seen this
So
before.
so let me ask this. What is the best horror movie of all time?
Oh, dude, that is a good question. That's like
I have mine right out the gate.
that's like again, this is at least for me. It's like this is like Marvel films. That's a really good question. I mean, like, cause there's so many
Okay,
different
I'll
types.
give mine. I'll give mine right off jump, because
Yeah.
it's like just for me, there's just no contest. For me, the scare, at least okay, I'll say the scariest for me is by far The Conjuring, by far.
Okay.
When I first saw that, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had to literally, I had to go check my fucking pants. I thought I shit myself. Like, it was horrifying. I hated it, but I also loved it. Like, yo, that one scene where you're like like the girl is like beating her head on the dresser. Then all of a sudden, like they go to check it, and the fucking demon like jumps at the sister. That fucking got me. When like the fucking when the when the girl is like literally sitting in the chair, the wife is sitting in the chair, and all of a sudden she flies up because the demon is possessing her, and her face turns green and she starts throwing up blood. Like everything about that movie literally freaked me out. Fuck that movie.
Isn't I think it's is it the prequel or sequel to Annabelle? Or isn't it technically in the same universe as that as well? Did you ever watch those movies?
Oh, I've seen all of them,
Oh yeah.
and I think you are right. Well, okay. It's definitely the same universe because I remember The Conjuring is a prequel to Annabelle, because The
Yeah.
Conjuring, there's one scene in The Conjuring where like Annabelle gets out of her glass case and starts freaking out. The I don't know their names, but like the mother, the husband and the wife excuse me, of The Conjuring. They're incredible actors, but they play the main roles, and they play like the ones who try to like find like spirits and try to like hunt them down or whatever. They're basically like the Ghostbusters of that movie. And like how like yeah, they there's a scene where their daughter, and like since obviously for them they keep a whole room locked of all like the spiritual shit in their house, which like if you think about it literally like in real life it'd be like who the fuck would do that. But like anyway, in the movie, yeah, there's a part where Annabelle gets out of her case and she goes into the daughter's room, and the like right when the daughter walks in the room, the door instantly locks, and then Annabelle is sitting in a rocking chair with some random spirit that she can see. Annabelle turns her head like this and looks at the daughter, and then little all of a sudden the spirit and Annabelle disappear, and the chair flies up and flings the chair flings at the daughter, and right before the chair hits her, the daughter gets out of the room. And so yeah, literally, and then like you go back and check, and Annabelle's still in the case. So yes, it is in the same universe, but to me, like, sorry, my phone just went off, but to me Annabelle is by far much scarier than or sorry, Conjuring is much scarier than Annabelle by far, for me
Okay,
at least.
okay. I mean, okay, so I not as familiar. Like I've only seen like the Conjuring and Annabelle. Think at least once. Isn't there a second one to Annabelle, or is that there's one
there
where
is
there's like the
there is
daughter gets like you said gets in the is that for in the Annabelle movie where she gets in the room? But I think doesn't she get
no, no,
free
no,
in the room at one point or something or
everything I just described is in the first Conjuring movie.
okay wait so then maybe is there a sequel to an Annabelle movie then or something maybe I feel like
there's there's three Annabelle movies and three
yeah.
Conjuring movies.
Okay, so then maybe I've seen the second one or the third one or something. Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, when I think of scary and like actual horror for like recent horror, first thing that comes to mind actually is Hereditary. It's
I've never seen that.
dude, it's a fucked movie. I don't even know what else to say. Like there is so much shit that happens in it, and you don't even you don't even like under like you don't even think it's gonna happen. You don't even think it's coming, and then boom, it happens. So like, and then
Just happens right away.
like, dude, I also heard like one of the stars like went crazy too because they were like on the set and shit because of it. So like, there's also some weird like shit around that because it was just like it's a fucked movie, bro. Like it is one of the most like gruesome like just fucked shit like I've ever seen in a movie, at least in a while. I mean, there's something called the Terrifier, which is that's just straight up just like and like it's like torture porn, but like even worse. Like they literally like cut people in half from like the top down, and like when people like they're hanging upside down, and it's that
Right.
like, but Hereditary actually has like a story and stuff, and it's scary and like just fucking crazy and just like I said, a fucked movie. So like for the modern day would be Hereditary, but like I think because I'm a little bit old school and like I was raised on The Shining. It's like that like I grew up on The Shining. Like The Shining was one of my top ones. What else? I mean the Thing is a good one as well, but yeah, The Shining is up there. Yeah.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Okay, first of all, I would say I saw The Shining, and okay, if you grew up with it, first of all, I'm not dissing the movie. I respect it,
Yeah.
and I appreciate you grew up with it. For me, it just wasn't really for me. I was a little more bored of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's like I think it's like sometimes it's like it's more about the storyline versus the jump scares. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like but no, for me like it's funny you say this thing, cause dude, I gotta this weekend. I gotta fucking remember this shit, cause I actually have my friend actually gave me like a list of like 3 different movies that I have to watch. So I gotta watch them. But dude, to be honest, man, I don't even give a shit about that list. I really have to watch one of the Fantastic Four movies this weekend. I have to, bro, cause I've never seen a Fantastic Four movie in my
It's not
entire
that thing
life.
though, bro. It's not that
Well, that's what made me think of it, dude. That's what made me think of it. Is like say the thing. I instantly thought of Fantastic Four.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even if you have it, I mean, it's again, you're not missing out on any of those. But
So it's not really worth seeing, to be honest.
I mean, again, they're like cheesy comic book movies. They are after like Spider-Man and stuff, but like again,
Uh,
they're not as good as like the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans with like Tobey Maguire and stuff. So,
okay.
uh, yeah, no, they're again, you can watch them for sure, and I'm sure they're digestible. I haven't seen them in
Right.
probably since they came out, to be honest.
Because I know that's like, is that pretty much where was that like Chris Evans'
Yeah,
biggest
yeah,
role before Captain America?
Chris Evans was the Human Torch,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, he plays. Yeah, no, he's Johnny. I think his name
yeah.
is Johnny Blaze in it. He plays quite the opposite character from Captain America. So again, it is fun to
Right.
see. It's fun to see somewhat modern interpretations of it, and at any point they could somehow bring any of those into the MCU now because they have the rights and they've been doing multiverse stuff. So you never know when
Exactly.
you see them next. So again, you could watch that and it could somehow pay off.
Hell yeah.
But
All right, let me ask this, bro. Would you say you're a pretty bit like, for example, you like all genres of music for the most part, right?
but yeah,
Who would you say? Would you say you're a big hip hop fan, like big rap fan, hip hop
yeah.
fan?
No, I mean, again, if it sounds good, I'll listen to it.
So who would you say is who is the best rapper of all time?
Oh man, this is definitely gonna cause people to get
Oh,
fucking
this is good.
mad.
I can't wait for the controversy, baby. I
Dude,
can't wait.
I again, I don't really have any say in it, but like I think obviously Eminem is a pretty good lyricist and he's
Yeah.
one of like the greatest of all time. He literally, I think he fucking would read a encyclopedia or something and like in his spare time when he was a
His
kid.
lyrics are ridiculous.
Yeah, I
Straight
mean,
up.
there's a reason why. But then
Like I was
again,
gonna say this. I was gonna say either Eminem or Lil Wayne is up there too.
yeah, I mean,
I was
also
gonna say those two guys.
my brother was big into NWA at a certain point, and so like I'm familiar with Ice Cube, and Ice Cube is a really good lyricist as well.
He's fantastic.
So like that, I think he needs honorable mention. I'm also just a big fan of like
Absolutely.
Kid Cudi. Like I really like Kid Cudi and like his shit. But that's just me. I know he gets a lot of hate sometimes, where people don't fuck with him and stuff because of their Kanye and Kid Cudi beef or whatever. But yeah,
I mean,
um,
bro, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. At the end of the day, bro, like, yo, okay, I gotta ask this, like, just from your perspective, I just was curious what you think, man. Because for me, I don't know what's going on, dude. What is up with Kanye? Like, what
oh,
is
I mean,
like, bro? Like, he literally, like, I'm not okay. I'm not gonna lie. Like, OG Kanye, like, yo, the albums Graduation, like, College Dropout, fucking what's it? Oh, 808s and Heartbreaks, dude. Those albums were so fire. Like, what like back then, he was one of the best rappers I ever heard in my life. And now, literally, he just literally went crazy, had some racist tweets. Like, what the hell is going on with Kanye, fam?
I mean, yeah. I don't even know. To be honest, like
Like, god damn,
I
dude.
think it started. He got involved with this guy. I think his name is Nick Fuentes. Is his name?
Okay.
But he's like a neo-Nazi, and like
Okay.
he kind of like parades himself as not a neo-Nazi on social media and stuff. And I think that's how they met. And then
Right.
from there, kind of
You're saying
just
that's
kind
how
of
he met Kanye. That's what you're saying?
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
he has a really good like social media presence, at least from his or whatever alt right followers and shit. But so he Kanye meets him, and I think like they basically talk, and like they start to become friends, and
Okay.
Nick starts to tell him all of his ideologies and what he believes, and then eventually he's on fucking Alex Jones at a certain point, and he's talking about how Hitler wasn't wrong, like what, like
Wow.
and then
No
yeah,
way.
so there's yeah, you can understand why people are not fucking with him anymore. And like he basically kind of got like canceled, or not really canceled after. I mean, nobody wanted to work with him basically, and
Bro,
like
I literally saw a thing, and this I remember this it came up in my chat one time, and then I googled it. Dude, he lost like $1 billion because of the racist tweets that he put out. I'm
is
like,
it?
dude, do you understand that, like, literally this man, bro, he had a huge shoe deal. People were buying Yeezys because they
Yep.
loved Kanye. Like, yeah, he literally went from like rap to gospel, but at the end of the day, he still didn't do anything racist. So people were kind of like, okay, like, whatever, it's your music, it's your platform. It is what it is. But then literally he came up with this, and now no one wants to work with him. Nobody. It's like, bro, you literally just like
Yeah.
you went. I'm not gonna lie, man. I always think about this. People always think like, "Hey, what celebrity would you want to hang out with?" I wouldn't want to hang out with Kanye, but I would want to ask, like, dude, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why all of a sudden you decide to like ruin your whole fucking career?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
seriously,
I mean, there's a
you
whole
ruined your career. You
yeah.
did.
There's a whole
There's no other way
discussion.
around it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole like multitude of things. The whole Nick Fuentes thing, and then also, he suffers from like bipolar disorder too, and I don't think he's been
Right.
taking his medication as well. So he literally is someone that's not medicated, and like he should be taking medication for his disorder. He's not doing that. He's basically just like, he's Kanye, so no one's gonna tell him no. Also,
Right.
yeah, I don't know, bro. It is. I think like, maybe I don't know. Is there any hope for him? Should he be
I'm
redeemed?
not gonna lie,
Like,
man.
is it even redeemable? Is that even like,
I mean, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
everybody
dude.
fucks up, but is that like a normal
Yes, but,
fuck up?
okay.
Like,
Here's what I mean. Comedians have fucked up and they've said
Yeah.
some things that have been out of line. I agree with that. But it's like,
but comedians, their job is to push the boundaries, right? And to kind of
Right.
see, what's funny and
But
what's
but,
not
like,
funny, and
okay,
and
push the boundaries, yes, but like, there is a limit between like when you push the boundaries too far. And that's
Yeah.
when people literally will like totally be like, yeah, I'm not gonna listen to this dude or
Mhm.
watch him anymore. So can I ask, is it redeemable? I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know if it is. Like, okay, here's what I'd say. Like, if I literally, like, for example, I'm white. If I wasn't white and I just went out there and said, you know what, man, fuck all white people. Like, literally, dude, like, I don't think that'd be redeemable at all. Cause it's like, first of all, why would you even say that? And like, okay, he suffers from bipolar, yeah. One, if it does require medication, you should have been taking your fucking medication. And two, like, um. I don't even know why, like, because he keeps trying to move on to like more and more things. Now, yes, I do agree. I could be the same thing because like I want to fucking move on and do more things. Like if I had the opportunity, I would love to have my own clothing brand. Like, dude, I can't imagine literally having my own fucking like having I am Brad on my fucking like on a t-shirt and literally that's my brand. That would be incredible. But it's like
Is it Nike who he had the brand deal with, right?
no, it's
With
Adidas.
Is it Adidas? Okay, well, they dropped him after that, though. You know that,
Exactly.
yeah.
Like
So
now you can't go to a store and buy Yeezys because of the fucking shit that he said. I'm like, I just don't understand why you'd even want to say that. Like bipolar, yeah, but like I guess bipolar literally leads to fucking like racist shit like this. I'm like,
I think it was all
I don't
it
know,
was also
man.
probably in the heat of, I think like Kim had just left him and stuff, and he was in a
Who
dark
did?
place.
Oh, Kim. Okay.
Yeah, and like, well, maybe not even at that point. Maybe it had been a while ago, but he's just like, ever since then, he's always been like, down because
Yeah.
he fucking lost Kim Kardashian. Like, what? Like,
Like, you ever notice, man, when he was tapping Kim K? Kim K is one of the hottest chicks on the planet. You ever notice when he was tapping Kim K, he literally was like one of the happiest and most respected rappers like of all time. Like, dude, he was enjoying life. He was on the Kardashians. He finally started doing clothes. Like, he was living the fucking life. He was the richest rapper in the world, and now literally he lost not all, but most of his money just because he decided to literally say some stupid shit on like Twitter or whatever. And now he like ruined his career. Like,
well,
dude, if you suffer,
have you seen what he's done most recently on Instagram?
no, what happened?
He he posted a thing, like a screenshot of like 21 Jump Street, and was like thank you, it's okay because of Jonah Hill, like I like Jewish people now again, or something like that. And he like tagged
What
Jonah
the
Hill in it
fuck,
and
dude?
stuff. Dude, like people were just like, what?
Oh,
And
God.
and Jonah, I remember when it happened, everybody on Twitter was like, just wait till when Jonah Hill wakes up this morning and like sees this, like he just like looks at his phone, he's like, what the fuck, like
Bro, okay, any of our listeners, man, I am laughing, one, because I'm drunk, but two, dude, I'm not laughing at the fact that it's like that was like funny to do. I'm laughing at the fact of how stupid that was to do that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why I'm
oh
laughing
yeah,
my ass
no,
off.
I know. Because no, it's like yeah, that's gonna solve it. Yeah, no, the Instagram photo of a movie with a Jewish person in it, like great. What?
God, bro. Dude, because here's what I was saying, man. Like I said before, bro, I'll give respect. OG Kanye, was incredible. Like yo, like I said, College Dropout, Graduation, 08 Days Heartbreaks. Those albums, man. Those at least those three albums I can say. I was like, yo, this guy is literally gonna be the next big thing. And he won like what was it, like 20 fucking Grammys. Like he literally, yeah, he's a solidified rapper, no question about it.
Yeah.
But it's like now he's the like I'm not gonna lie, he's one of the most famous people in the planet, but not in a good way. He's literally one of the most famous people on the planet for like a terrible reason. And like that's not how you want to be known. Like I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right. Literally, because like he had like 5 kids with Kim Kardashian, so it's like literally now that it's like, oh, now since he has bipolar, now I think I saw before like a couple years ago that Kim literally now has full like custody of the kids. So now he keeps the kids far away from his dad. So now he has no wife, he has no kids, at least for the most part. And so it's like now literally he just decides to put something like this out and it bro it literally ruined his whole career. Like I mean, okay, you asked me, let me ask you, bro, is he actually redeemable from this kid, or did he dig himself too deep a hole and he can't fucking get out?
Uh, I mean, yo, like Kanye says some crazy fucking shit, and he said some
Ridiculous
stuff in
shit.
the past, like. But then again, like this is like a line where like I feel like he's like yeah, he's kind of definitely crossed it now, and like
By far.
if anything, it's gonna be years. It's gonna be years before he's like maybe even a like half a decade. I don't even know, but like it's gonna be a while before he's back to the good graces of everybody. Or like there's more stuff that he would
Okay.
have to do to become like seen again and seen like as like not a if he starts taking his medication again, I don't know, and he talks about like I was actually really wrong about the statements I made. He said all this shit, and
Right,
he
right.
realizes that like the things that he did, and he realizes like yeah, no, that doesn't work. Like what I said, like I don't know what the fuck I was saying. Like if he ever,
So
I mean, but then again, I don't know even at that point if he. Because at this point he could continue his tirade. He could keep going and keep saying
right.
worse shit. And so he's digging himself deeper into a hole. Um, and like again, I don't know, bro. I think he's just confused, to be honest. I think he doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
Because of bipolar.
Yeah, I mean he is mentally diagnosed with it, and
Right.
he has a
Right,
mental
right, right, right.
disorder. And at the end of the day, regardless of whether or not he is as fucking successful and powerful as he is, he does have this condition that can affect him and can affect his moods and can affect the way he thinks and can affect the way that he can actually
Right.
like
Right. I feel you. Yeah,
express
yeah, yeah.
himself. So again, it you really have to look at it. Is he representative of his disorder, or is he representative of himself? Is he being
But
himself, or is that just the disorder talking?
But here's the thing though, man. Like, I think for most people, especially when you put out something like that, I don't think it's gonna matter if you're bipolar or if you're not. People are gonna accept the fact that you hated on someone because of their religion or whatever. Like, people are gonna take that in consideration, and especially nowadays, man, when people are literally are so sensitive. Like, dude, especially because you put out something like that that's extremely racist and extremely bad against Jewish people. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. You said it'd take like half a decade or a couple years. This is me personally, man. Like I don't see any way out of this. I think he's dug a hole too deep, and I don't know if he can come back from this, especially now in
Well,
this era.
dude, I can tell you this much: white people and white stars and have said a lot worse, and they've come back from it. And like
Like who?
Mel Gibson,
What did he say?
dude. Oh God, dude, he basically when he like divorced his wife or something, he went on this like drunken tirade and then called her, and he left this voicemail that like became very public and well known because he told her to get uh raped by a pack of n-words, and like was like just basically going off and saying all this racist shit, and he's still doing shit, he's still making movies and he's still acting.
Right.
That shit gets buried, bro. People forget so easily. Like you think
Right.
you think now, but bro, people forget so fucking easily, like in the
Okay.
especially
Well,
in
let
the
me
age of
ask
the
this.
internet, like
Let me ask this. How long ago was that?
it was probably like 10 years ago, 15 years ago maybe.
Okay, here's what I'd say. 10 years ago, that was like that was when social media was very new. Now, nowadays, because people are so sensitive by the smallest things, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna take a lot more to apologize, and I think it's especially because, man, like, yo, Kanye was so respected. That's another
Yeah.
thing, man. Like Mel Gibson, like, yeah, he's been in a lot of movies, but it's like Kanye, bro. I think people forget that Kanye, since he won 20 fucking Grammys, he was up there with one of like the best rappers of all time. Like he's a solidified
Well,
rapper.
yeah.
So now that he did this, he's gone so far down, dude, that it's like I don't know, man. It's like I mean, bro, like off of that tweet, he lost $1 billion. I'm sure with what Mel Gibson said, he didn't lose any money. You know what I mean?
I mean, he lost opportunities. Like people didn't work with him. I think when he did that, like I think he was on certain films at the time, and they just were like, yeah, we're not. This is not the image we want. You know, like
Right.
that's not that's not cool. Like, so yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. You know, companies will do that, and again, it's a matter of time to see how long people forget, and people kind of just like, all right, okay, maybe we can give him a chance or something, or you know. But yeah, I don't know. It really varies from person to person too, and I think it varies from case to case.
Right.
Saying something is a lot different than doing something, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's
No, I mean, I completely agree. I remember, like, but okay, I want to say this. We only got like 25 minutes left, so let's just move away from this. But I do
yeah, yeah.
like, but hey, it's in our bio, bro. Sometimes we cover hot topics, and that's definitely a topic that I wanted to cover for a while because I was like, yo, this needs to be talked about for sure, like 100%. Because it's like I said before, OG Kanye. I love OG Kanye. His music was the shit. Like, I've listened to Graduation so many fucking times, and I love that album because it's like, but now it's just like he's a whole different person now. But anyway, I have one more question for you. Um,
Yeah.
what is the best cuisine of all time? So like Mexican, Italian, Chinese, American food.
Ooh, damn, that's a good question.
It is, man. That's why I asked it, baby.
I mean, I think, dude, I mean, pizza is my favorite food, but then again, like Mexican food, bro. Whenever I get really good Mexican food, bro, it slaps,
It's the
bro.
shit. It's the shit.
So honestly, yeah, no, I respect it. Yeah, like I would say Mexican food, like it is
Okay.
delicious. Really good Mexican food. Even though I my favorite food is pizza, though.
See, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think for me, fuck, dude. I think I might go Italian, but it's so close between Italian and Mexican, bro. Here, I'll say this. I would say my top three: Italian, Mexican, and then I finally might say American. It's like when you think about it, man. Like, for the like, okay, I'll say this, bro, and this is gonna be a very very hot take, and I can't wait to see the comments on this video. Um, Hot take would be I'm not the biggest fan of like Asian food. Like I've never really been a sushi guy. I don't like raw fish. I like cooked fish, like grilled or baked or whatever.
Damn, you don't like sushi,
Um,
bro?
I do not, man.
Uh,
You're a sushi lover, aren't you?
oh, dude, yeah, no,
You're a sushi lover.
we got like a place we go to like every Sunday night. It's fucking it's divine. It's so good.
It's I think that might be the first time I've ever heard you use that word, divine.
I mean, because it
Wow.
is. I would not lie. It literally is. So it literally is like fucking gold. You're just eating
It's
gold. I don't even
gold.
know. Like I don't even know how to describe it.
But here's what I'd say. I would say my favorite. I think I might have to go Italian, bro, because yo, you got all of pasta, you got all pizza. Like, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say Italian, because yo, you live in Chicago. When I tried the Chicago style pizza, I was like, yo, I see why people love this pizza so much. The only thing I will say though, man, okay, and like this is coming from like someone who lived in Michigan, and I went to Chicago, but I know this might be like kind of I hurt because you're a Chicago guy, but
Yeah.
I'll say this, man. I loved it straight up. But it's like I think the reason why I might like New York style or Detroit style a little more is because of the fact that it's like with Chicago, it's like it's almost like a lasagna. You gotta like sit down and eat it with a knife and a fork. Versus like New York style, you can just like bend it and then just like grab and go. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean?
No, I mean it's New York style is definitely more efficient, and you can no.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that. I mean, and that's again why I'm saying like I pick Mexican food because even here we have really good Mexican food, and it fucking
that
is.
is true.
Yeah. No, it's great.
So like, oh, so would you say okay? So you've been to New York, correct?
Yeah, I was just there like probably last month or two, maybe a month and a half ago.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, okay, so you went there pretty recently.
Yeah.
So you've had New York style pizza.
Oh yeah. My dad, he's from Long Island, which is like right outside of New York, and
Okay.
he basically, when he lived in the city, he would have this place. It's called Joe's. It's like one of the best places in New York City for pizza. Uh,
Wow.
and
Okay.
like basically we go to Washington Square Park, and then from there it's like a block or two away, and it's like a stand up, you order the pizza and then you just eat it standing. We basically get a whole pie, just the four of us walk across the park. There's like literally a park like right across from it. It's like a small park. It's literally the size of like just like an island. It's not even like a full park. It's just literally like in the middle of the city.
Right.
Like it's like the one side of the streets from this side of the room to the other. That's
Okay.
the size of the park. It's so small.
Oh wow.
But we just
Okay.
like chill in it and like just eat slices standing up or sitting down on like the benches and shit, and just like from there.
It's incredible.
Yeah, everybody does it though. Everybody's just standing around that area eating pizza. It's so cool.
Okay, so here's what I'd say. What is the best pizza of all time? Is it Chicago? Is it New York? Is it Detroit? Because you've had all of them. I have not had all of them, but because I've never been in New York. But what would you say then?
I mean, it's technically a true pizza lover would probably say the OG from like Italy, which is I think it's like
Okay, well I've not been to I haven't been to Europe, let alone Italy. So
yeah, no, but dude,
I can't relate to
that's
that.
another way though. And I mean you can get it like in the States, I'm sure. It's like it's I have to remember the style that it is. But it's basically just like similar to New York style, but it's just like thinner, and it's like it uses a lot of basil and like fresher ingredients and stuff. It feels like very like OG pizza. I don't know how else to describe it.
So would you say Chicago then, or are you gonna go New York?
I mean, I'd probably go with Chicago. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's my blood. I love it.
It's your blood, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? I literally said this the other day, or I said this today. Sorry, not the other day. Sorry, like I said, chat. I'm a chat. I'm not even talking to chat. Sorry, all of our listeners. I'm sorry, man. I'm a little faded. What I will say, bro, I'm not gonna lie, is like I'll say this straight up, man. Any of you guys who have not been to Chicago, I'm gonna say this, bro. I went there for the first time, and I went to see this. I went to see this dude, and when I went to go see him, first of all, it was an incredible time. He literally he was the nicest guy, and he's always been the nicest guy. But I will say when I went to go try it out, did we try Illuminati's, or did we try
Yeah, Lou Malnati's. Yep.
Okay, okay, yeah. When I tried it, bro, I was like, wow, this is incredible. Because it's not really like, how do I describe it? It's not really like it's not like, like where you get like meat lovers or chicken bacon ranch or like a certain pizza or whatever. It's like you literally just have like one certain topping and you just sit down and you literally it's almost like a lasagna, rather, like I said before, it's almost like a lasagna rather than like an actual pizza. It's incredible what it is, but it's not like your typical kind of pizza that you might be used to in other places. But no, dude, speaking of fucking like Italy, bro, because it's like I had someone in my at my work. He's been to Italy. He told me about this. He described Italy, the food, like this. He's like basically describe how good Italian food is compared to America. It's like the worst Italian restaurant in Italy is better than the best Italian restaurant in America.
100%. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's literally it's Italy, so you can't get
Yeah,
more Italian than that.
100%.
I mean, again, I figured out what the name of the pizza is. It's called Neapolitan style pizza,
Okay.
and yeah, it's just a way that they make it, and I think they rise the dough a different way. And I'll show you a picture after our pod to just
I would
clarify.
love
But
to see.
again, it's really good. Like, yeah, Italy is really nice. I think they're specifically in Italy. People live for like the longest out of anybody anywhere in the world. And that's like because of the Mediterranean diet supposedly, which is what they have, which is like it has a lot of like olive oil and stuff, and bread and cheese, obviously, because it's like basically what's in a pizza almost.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
Um, okay, this let's take a completely different shift from the conversation. I wanted to ask this. Let's make a great fucking YouTube short. Uh, um, because we saw them fight in the first Avengers. So if we're talking them at their absolute peak, who would win in a fight? Thor Thor or Iron Man?
Oh, their absolute peak, like versus each other. I
Absolute
mean,
peak.
you could argue. So what? I mean, in like maybe I guess so. Like Endgame Iron Man versus like Infinity War Thor. I would say they're both at their peak in a sense.
So you think Infinity War Thor? Okay, yeah, because he was fat in Endgame.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, and then you want to look at him in Love and Thunder? Like, I wouldn't call him peak.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
I mean, I don't know if I would call him peak in that. I mean, I don't know, but like, yeah, I think Infinity War Thor versus Endgame Iron Man. Um, damn. I mean, again,
Because that's what I'm saying, bro. Because it's like it's actually a pretty
yeah,
fairly
because he's got the
fight.
nanotech and stuff. Iron Man's got the nanotech, and
And also, like, you could have Iron Man have the Hulk Buster, so it's like he can hold his own against the Hulk.
yeah. I
So
mean,
and that's another thing too. It's like if we're counting all the suits Iron Man has, because like we're talking, it's not just some random point in their timeline. If we're counting them at their absolute peak, and they have like everything they have to imaginable, like it's not. I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, Thor could just instantly demolish Iron Man. Like it would be a
but
great
then
fight to
but then again,
watch.
he doesn't he have Stormbreaker at that point, and he's like, he's like
True, but
pretty
like,
he's
I
pretty
mean,
goated, he's pretty fucking powerful, and he's got the
no,
thunder or
I
whatever.
agree, and I'm a Thor fan. I'm like trying to like not be
Yeah.
biased at all. But it's like then again, like remember when like Thor shot his lightning at Iron Man and like his suit just went powered up. So it's like I mean, so it's like Stormbreaker, yeah, but it's like if lightning makes his suit strong, Iron Man's suit stronger, then it's like what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe then again, I don't think if we're talking about like legitimately like them killing each other, I don't know, you don't think Thor could just throw his axe really fucking fast like he did with Thanos and just like hit him in the head or something, actually
Well,
aim for the head,
no,
or
I was
are we
thinking
talking about
about
like
that, but
are
it's
we talking about like actually just fighting and knocking each other out, like
no, we're talking about killing each other,
oh,
but
okay.
I will say this, like I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I'm being unbiased, so I'm trying to defend both sides. Like I will say this though, like if we're talking about Hulkbuster, it's like if the Hulkbuster could hold its own against the Incredible Hulk, I feel like it could do some. It could literally withstand a throw from Thor's hammer.
Yeah, but what if he see? But that's the thing. Okay, so what if Thor is able to like Jesus? What if Thor is able to
I didn't say anything, but I caught
yeah,
that too.
no, no, yeah. What if he's able to like chip away, at the like panel, on Iron Man's thing or whatever that's
Like his
covering him?
chest.
Yeah, his chest where his head is or whatever, and then like he's able
Okay.
to throw, find some clever way to throw the axe and get his head when he does. Because like if you think about it, because like even Thanos was able to like get his like nanotech even, which was like what the fuck, like
Right.
that shit. You didn't even think that he would be able to knock it off, but he was somehow able to like use it and like
Right.
break it off of him so he couldn't have a helmet in Infinity War. So like I don't
Well,
know, is
okay,
it
so like
if he
are
all Thor has to do is just get some flesh exposed and then Iron Man's done.
but I guess what I'm wondering is that like how in oh, what was it called in all Age of Ultron, so it's like how Iron Man could just call in new parts of his suit onto his body. Like we got to count that as well, right? So would that
Yeah.
like change this like literally, let's say if Thor like knocks off a whole arm and his arm is exposed, Iron Man could just be like, hey, give me a hand, and like
Yeah.
his whole arm is
But
all full
see,
armor
the
now.
thing is, Iron Man is a mortal person, so I think that
Right.
a god is going to be a lot harder to kill, even if no matter how advanced tech that you have, unless it's like some fucking Kang the Conqueror level tech, you can't compete with the Avengers. You can't compete with a god level.
Right.
Like you
But
like
isn't he a demigod though?
no, he's a god. Thor's a god. He's a Nordic god.
So like he can't actually die then.
No, technically. I mean, he's lived for almost like over 3,000 years or something. So
So unless his power is taken from him, Thor is
yeah,
completely immortal.
yes, yep. That's the point of I think that's the point of a god. But yeah,
So well no so then I guess like I guess it's like Thor versus Superman. Then it's like if Thor can't actually die, then like would Thor beat Superman then?
I mean, it depends on what version of Superman. It depends on what like, dude. There's a whole that's a whole other like ballpark, bro. I mean, like again with Superman, again he is like a really OP character, but at the end
Yeah.
of the day, he does have a weakness, and like not a lot of Marvel characters have like a kryptonite or something, you know. Um, I mean, like I guess you could just keep breaking Thor by killing his loved ones, but like at the end of the day, he's just, you know, he's already lost so much, you know, you're just gonna make him stronger. I feel like
But you know what the thing is though, like in Endgame, if Thor or sorry, if Captain America didn't grab the hammer, Thanos would have easily killed Thor though.
I know, so Thanos can. I'm talking about like, you know,
Okay.
like yeah, comparing it still to Tony, and like he's still a person, and
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
I you know, I think
Thanos is a whole different
he's a
story.
Titan, you know, he's a
Right.
he's from fucking whatever it is, yeah, can't think of the name of the planet right now, but yeah,
I can't either.
I think
You know what's
is
funny?
it just Titan? It might be just Titan, you know.
Okay, so for you then, you would give the W to Thor versus Iron Man. You give the W to Thor.
I think just Thor would have more stamina. He can take more
Okay.
hits. I don't know. I mean,
So you think that it would be Thor, but like it wouldn't be like a walk in the
if
park.
we're talking about like, you know, like them actually just like fighting until one gets knocked out, Iron Man might have a way, you know. But like I think again at the end of the day, like if they're going for killing, yeah, Thor is just more relentless. He's fought more. He's lived longer. He knows how to like, you know, use that shit, you know, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like he just yeah he would have a less of a chance than Iron Man, or a better chance than Iron Man. Iron Man would
Better
just
chance than Iron Man.
yeah just not do well.
No, I respect that. I respect that, bro.
Yeah,
Because like, yeah, I just wonder about that. Because it's like we only saw them fight once in the first Avenger. Then literally they just became. They're just like they're like, okay, we're on the same team.
yeah.
We're not gonna fight anymore. But I was just always wondered about that because it's like I always thought because like if Iron Man has the Hulk Buster and it can hold its own against the Hulk, who also literally can't die. I
Mm.
was like, what's the point between what's the difference between a Hulk and then a god if both of them can't actually die? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, again, Hulk is a whole nother. That's like he's like an experiment gone wrong, and you know, some people. I mean, at a certain point, he in some of his iterations, he is seen as a god, you know, in a sense, and he has his own planet at one point, and yeah, I mean, he's like a
Really? I didn't know that.
yeah, it's like World War Hulk, I believe, is the issue, and then it's like
Okay.
yeah, he's just basically he rules over and like gets a bunch of like women pregnant and has a bunch of kids and stuff, and yeah,
Oh my god, I never in my life did I ever assume that. Holy frick.
oh yeah.
Wow, dude. Um, you know what? I okay. So they had this and I have no idea. I have no idea who this person was till I watched this video. They had literally a fight. Have you ever heard of this YouTube channel called Death Battle?
It might be familiar. What do they like verse certain characters and stuff? Is that
Yeah,
what they
it's
do?
literally just a random character versus a random character, and they do that all the time. That's literally their whole channel. Like they had one where like I always thought Thanos was like by far the most powerful character to ever exist ever. Like with that Infinity Gauntlet, he can do anything he ever could imagine. He could stop the whole universe. He could do anything. But then they put like they put Thanos up against Darkseid, who was the main
Oh
villain
yeah.
of the Justice League,
Oh yeah.
and they had Darkseid win because
Oh, interesting.
their whole thing was Thanos needed the glove to become a god, but Darkseid was already a god.
There you go. Yeah.
Cuz it's so it's like That's kind of what I thought about. It's like, huh, that actually is kind of fair. But I'm not gonna lie, I had never heard of Darkseid until I watched
Oh,
that video.
dude, again, this is another reason why we need to watch the films
We
leading
need to
up.
watch some DC
Yeah,
shit.
we need to watch the films leading up to the Snyder cut of the Justice League, because in the Snyder cut of the Justice League, they show Darkseid, and Darkseid's an actual character, and so you actually can understand like who Darkseid is and like what the fuck. But yeah, no, he's again, he's one of my favorites. Like he is low key kind of like Thanos, but like similar build, but like obviously they're very, I mean, they're different but also very similar, and I don't know which came first, if it was, and I'm sure Darkseid came first because
Okay.
DC is pretty old. It's like the oldest of comics, but
Yeah, because like Superman came out back in the 30s or 40s.
1938, I believe.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
really, really fucking old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Um, Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I mean, for the most part, yeah, no, it is cool to see those like mashups and see what people like, because they actually do their research, and they actually like look into the factors and things, and they do their nerd homework in a sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
this
sure it
is the
takes a
best kind of
lot.
homework to do, baby.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I thought about this the other day, and what's so wild is that like I was talking about like okay, so like I was thinking about DC movies and like what I think is the best. So, what in your opinion, what is the best DC movie ever made?
Oh damn, that's uh, I might have to say the Dark Knight.
Pretty tough.
Yeah, no, I
The
no, I
Dark
mean,
Knight. You know
yeah,
what?
that's just my first go to. I mean, I would probably say Zack Snyder's Justice League, but again, not a lot of people have seen that, and it's not as widely known. So I'll just say the Dark Knight because it's like it's a good one, and that's one.
That's not a bad pick at all.
Yeah,
For me, I would have said I think I might go Man of Steel. I loved Man of Steel.
really?
I thought
Okay,
Man of
cool.
Steel was a great movie. I think the guy who plays Superman, Henry Cavill, I think he plays him great. I've seen a couple other Superman people who play Superman. I
Yeah.
think he plays him fantastic.
Well, go. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it is interesting. That whole, I would have loved to see them do more with that like version of the Justice League, and that universe. But again, it's coming to an end. It is what it is. We
Right. Yeah.
we have, at least, like I said, we have Man of Steel, we have Wonder Woman, and we have Batman v Superman, and then the movie that I'm gonna get you to eventually watch, which is the Snyder cut of the Justice League, which is like,
But isn't that movie like 4 hours long?
yeah, we'll watch it in pieces. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Like, but again, by the halfway through, you want to keep watching though. It's that good
Okay.
because the story
Okay.
is so it's so like inviting. It really wants you to keep going and just like really see where it like yeah, no, I don't want to spoil too much, but like yeah, when we get
Alright.
to it, it'll be really, I can't wait. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I think it's gonna be great too, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for it and but yeah, I don't know if this is a thing for you though, bro, but it's like for me and I hate saying this because I love film, but it's like for me unless it's a movie that I have to see or there's an actor that I love and I have to see it. Like if a movie is like 3 hours long or over 3 hours, it's kind of like a deal breaker for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just such a long movie. It's just like you realize like after like halfway through you're like, yo, this is usually when movies end. We still got a whole hour and 50 left. Like holy
Well,
shit,
the
man.
the good thing is about it too, it's split up into like four different parts, so you could watch an hour
Okay.
each. And again, it's because they had just had so much footage, so you just get a lot of
Right.
it, and because it's like they really allowed him to make and do what he wanted with the story and like what he intended for the story to be before we got the original 2017 Justice League. And yeah, no, I mean, it's great. It's awesome. Again, maybe it's just the nerd in me that it is really hyped about it, but like hopefully I can get you to that point where you are like somewhat hyped about it or hyped enough. I don't know, but yeah, we'll
Hey
see.
man, you know what? Hey, you know what, bro? At the end of the day, you pushed me to try. I remember when I was in Chicago, you pushed me to literally try a Chicago style
Oh
hot dog.
yeah.
I chat. Any of you guys listening, man? Any of our listeners, bro? I say this. I didn't because chat. I was in Chicago and I wanted to try a hot dog, but I didn't want to do full Chicago style because I don't like tomatoes or pickles. This motherfucker forced me to try to do that, and needless to say, I
Yeah.
didn't like it. I liked the hot dog, but I didn't like the tomato and pickle. But he was like, "Yo, you're Chicago. You have to fucking do it."
At
And I
least
was like,
once,
"Ah,
just
fuck,
just to
whatever."
try it, it's like, you don't have to it's a Chicago dog, when in Chicago, you're gonna have a Chicago dog, so
When in
yeah.
Chicago, I have to. So it's like when in Rome, I have to try Romanian food. I have to.
I mean, I think it would be Roman food technically, but yeah, sure.
What actually is Romanian food? I actually have no idea what the fuck is over there.
Romanian food is from Romania, I would believe, which is a country.
Well, yeah, I assumed that. But like, I mean, like, what kind of food is
I
it?
have no idea. No idea.
Have you ever tried Greek food before?
Yeah. Like yeah, we got a couple Greek restaurants in Chicago too. So
What do they have for Greek food? What do they even have?
there's like pita, which is like a type of bread that's like
Yeah, I've
it's
heard of that.
yeah, and then like you put it in like there's like it's usually like Greek yogurt, obviously, or like some it's like basically kind of like a dip, and you can dip it in. You have it. They do gyros, I think it's what it's called, which are like meat skewers. And they were like prepped a certain way with seasoning. What else do they have? There's like they're like little like kind of like meat or not a meat waffle, potato waffles, that's what they call them or something. I forget what there's a Jewish term, it's like latkes, I believe is what they call them, but like for the most part it's just like a potato, and they have like meat, egg. Oh dude, there's some really good places around the city, like,
There's some really fire places.
oh yeah dude, they're delicious.
All right, guys. Well, you know what, man? That was actually a really good conversation. Like, we literally went like that shit was all over the place, and that's gonna be a fire podcast. So,
Yeah.
yo, hope y'all enjoyed this, man. If you did, bro, please make sure to subscribe, follow us on Spotify, hit both the bells on Spotify and YouTube so you don't miss any further notifications. And yo, we will see you guys in the next one.